hereby declare this 2019 annual business meeting open. That's pretty fun. I understand that we have a quorum and can move forward to the official business of the meeting. We must first approve the 2018 business meeting minutes. May I please have a motion that we dispense with the reading of the minutes? A second? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. So with that motion, second, and vote, we will dispense with the reading of the minutes. I now ask Academy Treasurer Sarah Thomas to present the Treasurer's report.
I thank you all for being members in our Academy. We are a group of over 2,500 strong. As Treasurer, it is my role to share the fiscal year 2018 audit report. As an IRS-classified 501c6, the Academy is a nonprofit professional membership organization. We contract independent auditor GB Company in Alexandria, Virginia. The auditor has determined that the financial statements accurately represent the financial position of the Academy and have been managed consistent with generally accepted accounting principles. In 2018, we had a year full of growth for your Academy. We relocated to Bethesda, Maryland. This move saves the organization more than $160,000 over the life of the lease. Along with the move, the Academy updated its computer systems and added new staff. The Academy also invested in the creation of our exam preparation seminars, how-to videos, State of the Science 13, and 90 new online learning center courses. These strategic initiatives were paid for with Academy Reserve and operating funds. Annual operating income results from two primary categories, with membership dues accounting for 25% and the annual meeting contributing 57%. The remaining 18% of operating income is derived from a variety of sources, including publications, the online learning center, investment income, and the Academy's Golf Invitational. The 2018 total revenue was $2,114,155, and the expenses were $2,519,357. The reserve fund balance was approximately $5.1 million for the year. While 2018 presented several financial challenges for the Academy, we continue to be fiscally aware, responsible, and transparent. Thank you for your attention. I will be available to answer any questions at the end of the business meeting.
Thank you, Sarah. I now ask Alicia Davis, as chair of the nominating committee, to present the nominations for the 2019-2020 membership year. The Academy election will occur electronically following the annual meeting. During this meeting, we will ask if there are any nominations from the floor. Once the list of nominations is complete, an official ballot with bios on each candidate will be sent to the membership within 30 days of this meeting so that you may cast your votes.
Thank you, very tall President Davis. It is my honor to share with you the slate of candidates submitted by the nominating committee. The executive committee nominations are Jared Howell for President-elect, Sarah Thomas for Vice President, and for Treasurer, Joanne Canos. The Board of Director nominations are Kevin Hines, Jerry Stark, and Shane Wardeman. The two individuals with the highest vote tally will be elected to 3-year terms. This report is respectfully submitted by the nominating committee, including Kate Allen, Brooke Arteezy, and myself.
Thank you, Alicia, for a job well done. Are there any nominations from the floor? Okay. We have 2 nominations for Shane Werdeman for Treasurer of the Academy. I believe that will mean that Shane will go on the ballot next to Joanne Canis. We can have up to 2 people for each open slot. Is there any action needed? Thank you for your nominations. I now have the opportunity to recognize the service of our immediate past president, Alicia Davis, who is concluding her term with the board. Alicia, thank you for your efforts and mentorship on the Academy Board. Your work and dedication are greatly appreciated. I now invite President-elect Kate Allen to the stage to share a few thoughts on the year ahead.
Thank you, Lee. You're going to be a tough act to follow. Thank you for your service to the Academy and especially your leadership and inspiration on the Research Council. Many years ago, when I was approached to be on the board of directors for the American Academy of Orthotists and Prosthetists, I hesitated because I'm not a big fan of being up here on stage. Each time I read an article on introverts, I have another aha moment. I am an introvert. I will be your president next year and be standing on the podium in front of you. I said yes all those years ago now because I believe in the Academy and I believe in our mission and supporting your professional home. Your Academy councils have been hard at work lately, and I see into your future. More deliverables on the website for your clinical practice, little tidbits we think you can take into your clinic to help you be the best practitioner you can be. I know sometimes the research is a little far-fetched, like for instance, is 1% residual lymph fluid volume change clinically relevant to your transtibial patient population? Well, let me tell you. These are the questions we answer in my day job at the Sanders Prosthetic Research and Technology Lab in Bioengineering at the University of Washington, my hometown, Seattle. I won't answer this question this morning, but we do want to interpret it for you as it is digestible and relevant to you and your patient. That question actually sounds like a good cat question. Have you heard of the cats? These are critically appraised topics. They are standardized, one-page, brief summary of research evidence organized around a clinical question. CATs are intended to provide both a clinical summary of primary knowledge sources as well as statements regarding the clinical relevance of the results. Please find them on your website, or better yet, help us review one or even write one. The Secondary Knowledge Committee is waiting for your help. Speaking of the SKC, they are sponsoring a journal club tomorrow at 2:45, where you can discuss the latest JPO article with your peers. It's titled, Prosthetic Foot Selection for Individuals with Lower Limb Amputation, a Clinical Practice Guideline, written by our famous members and authors, Phil Stevens, John Reinstein, and Shane Werdeman. We hope to grow this program and start local journal clubs near you. For now, you can see the journal club on your website. This year, we have a new superstar committee, the State of the Science Program Committee. It's working to advance knowledge in the rapidly evolving field of O&P by promoting the thorough, unequivocal, and sensible use of current best evidence in making decisions about the care of individual patients through review, appraisal, synthesis, and dissemination of existing evidence. The SSP is intended to produce evidence to support clinical practice, education, research, and policy, and also to identify priorities for future research. I would also like to tell you about the work we will be doing on the OLC, your online learning center, where you can access up-to-date information all the time, especially the how-to videos you have on your Academy website. Please view these how-to videos and accompanying reference guides to help you record your patient's outcome measures. We hope that the process is easy to use and will help you in your office back home. I bring these up because we have more videos coming in the near future, so look out for those. Best of all, I would like to mention the annual meeting. The Education Council, and within it, the Clinical Content Committee, have a talented team already working on the meeting in Chicago next year. So I hope to see you all in Chicago. It will be like homecoming for some of us, a homecoming where we meet up with talented classmates, forever friends and colleagues we went to school with. Who says you can't have homecoming as a professional? There are better and better ways to communicate with you now, and I hope your academy can make it easier for you to absorb research, education, and policy information by having your academy interpret it for you, create more relevance using innovative ways to help you improve your professional career. That is what we do. We are here to do our best for you as an independent clinician while you do your best for your patient. On the horizon, we have on our docket a project to update the bylaws. These were last addressed in 2007, so it is time to consider some changes. One thing we are looking at is simplifying and refining the membership categories. Our goal is to reduce confusion among potential members and expand opportunities for collaboration among professionals within the field. We want to hear your thoughts on this topic. Board members will be in the member lounge, which is right at the end of the hallway out here, from 12:10 to 1:45, and again from 3:25 to 5:10. So please come to one of these sessions and be a part of the conversation. Thank you very much for the honor you have given me to represent you with this responsibility, and I will do my best to remain dedicated to promoting professionalism and advancing the standards of patient care through education, literature, research, advocacy, and collaboration. And now I'd like to hand it back to Lee.
Thank you, Kate. I now open the floor to our members for discussion about our academy. Is there anyone who has any questions? Great, thank you. I hope to speak with you individually in our member discussions if there's anything that you'd like to talk about. I hereby declare the 2019 business meeting of the American Academy of Orthotists and Prosthetists closed. And now I welcome Don Kotz, chairman of OPERF, to the stage to share some highlights of OPERF's accomplishments of this past year.
Good morning. Well, I want to first open with thanking the Academy for the opportunity to give a brief report on OPERF. And for those of you that may not be that familiar with OPERF, it's our foundation. It's an independent group, independent governance board to fund grants for education and research. Let's see, is this my little clicker guy? And it works, yeehaw. Okay, so the past year, these are the primary research awards. As you can see, we have our largest grant is our small grant for $25,000. And this is going to an investigator out of Germany, actually, but with the University of Pittsburgh. That's Fiedler, and he's presenting or researching investigating prosthesis users' accommodation time to changes in prosthetic componentry. Our 2018 Fellowship Award for $5,000. This is actually a free paper, a prosthetic free paper being presented today at 9 a.m. If it interests you, this is to Kyle Leister. He's an MPO-COLO out of the University of Houston in the Hanger Clinic. And he is going to be presenting foot temperature differences between individuals with type 2 diabetes and transtibia amputation, individuals with type 2 diabetes without amputation. And lastly, through one of the restricted grants from ABC gives us the opportunity to have an annual resident travel award. And this is going to Diana Presney, MPO BSM ECO. She's a resident prosthetist of the Shirley Ryan Abilities Lab in Chicago. This is actually a paper she presented yesterday entitled Effective Virtual Reality Immersion on Phantom Limb Pain and Phantom Limb Sensation. Well, as I mentioned, the other thing that OPERF, beyond research grants, we do support our educators and our students. And again, this is many thanks to ABC to support. This year we have 7 students receiving a $1,000 Student Achievement Award. And what's really kind of cool about this is of these 7 students, there are 6 universities represented. We have a student from Cal State Dominguez Hills, Georgia Tech, Northwestern, University of Hartford, 2 from the University of Washington, and lastly, UT Southwestern. I'd also especially like to extend my gratitude to the students at Georgia Tech. They undertook an annual OPERF Student Challenge. This is where students come together and they basically, on their own, raise funds to support the mission of OPERF, which is outstanding. And they did a fantastic job raising, as you see there, $2,885, and thank you again, Academy, for your ongoing support. They did a $500 match, bringing the total to support the mission of the foundation to $3,385. And as Lee mentioned before, the Academy, of course, hosts an annual golf tournament that Frank Bostock has hosted for years, another successful year, and thank you, the Academy, once again for passing those funds on to support the mission of OPERF. Lastly, this is just a brief graph just showing over the many years now. It's been over 10 years that the foundation has existed, and we're approaching the $500,000 mark, as you see, so pretty exciting. So a lot of great work, and I'd be happy to answer any questions any of you all might have. Just catch me after the meeting. Thank you.